Hey, what's up everybody? Sega Man back here with another video. Now this is going to be part one of my Xbox One collection, physical collection that I'm doing today. Showing you part one of every physical game that I own for the Xbox One X. And I'm not going to go too much into the, explaining all of them, but I just wanted to show you part one of this because I have a lot more to show. And so let me know what you guys think, of what I collected physically so far for the Xbox One in games. So let's get started. So the first one here, which is a really cool game, and I've played it a lot, by Warner Brothers Games. And it is Mad Max. Mad Max is actually a really cool game for the Xbox One. And when I got it, it was fairly cheap. I got it used at my exchange. So if you haven't got a chance, check out Mad Max. You could probably find it pretty cheap now. Probably on eBay or Amazon. Or when you can get back out to actually purchase some games. The next one I got, which was pretty good. A lot of people didn't like this game, it got mixed reviews, but I thought it was pretty good. It is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and it looks beautiful on the Xbox One X. Crisp, awesome graphics, really awesome game. So give that a try, check it out. If you get a chance, if you haven't played it yet, check it out. Now this one here I actually got from and it's 4K Ultra HD, and I got it for $5 at Five and Below, and it is called Surviving Mars. So I picked that up there, brand new, for $5. Now I haven't gotten too much into this game. I've tried to play it somewhat, trying to get to know the ins and outs of it. Trying to really do trying to figure out the game. I think it's more of like a civilization, like where you built stuff on Mars, like housing and solar panels and stuff like that to run energy and stuff to your house, and different things that you have to do on the planet Mars. But it's a really cool concept. And it's a pretty awesome game if you're into stuff like that. So pick that up. And actually, after I picked it up, there was a lot of talk about it actually on Xbox. About Surviving Mars and how great of a game that it is. So the next one I got here, which is really, really awesome, really, really good, and I've beat it. It's another one that's Ultra 4K HDR, Xbox One X Enhanced, and that is the Strange Brigade. That's another great game to own for your Xbox One X, or even just your regular Xbox. It doesn't matter, whatever your preference is. But the Strange Brigade is a pretty awesome kind of like a sci-fi shooter. And I really enjoyed this game. This is an awesome game to own for your Xbox One. Now the next one I got here is I think it's called Road Stormers. It's a Sandisco. Now I tried this game, and it's pretty cool. I picked this one up again. Actually, this one was at GameStop, and it was only $5. It's pretty decent for what I played. It's like a run and gun game. It's pretty cool. It's online, couch co-op. It's a pretty awesome game. But I haven't finished it. I need to actually go back to this. This is one of the games I can actually go back to playing with having this time off with what's going on. So it's probably something I'm going to get back into. Now the next one here is an older game, really good fighting game. You can find this fairly cheap. I believe sometimes this is also free on Xbox, but I have the original in its case, and it's my favorite, one of my favorite games, fighting games, and it is Dead or Alive 5. So it's pretty decent. The characters, the graphics are awesome in this game. The color in this game is pretty awesome. I always liked it Dead or Alive. You know what I mean? In my personal opinion, Dead or Alive is better than Tekken. Tekken's a good game, but it's not as fast and fluid as Dead or Alive. You know what I mean? So, but it is a great game, guys. If you get a chance, check it out. Now, the next one I got here is Rage 2. Another great game. It is Xbox One X Enhanced. Got that complete. I picked this up for a fairly cheap price at GameStop. It was $15. So I'm glad to add this to my collection. Now, which is awesome and is pretty good also, is Dead or Alive 6. Another awesome game to pick up and play. Like I said, they did a little better with graphics. The story is really not that great. You know what I mean? I think they dropped the ball on that. It is 4K Ultra HDR, but it is not that great when it comes, you know, to the story. It's not that good at all. So I still enjoyed it though. So if you're into the Dead or Alive series, pick it up. Now the next one also that I got here that's really cool, really good, that I also need to finish is Prey. Another great game to add to your Xbox One collection. A good sci-fi shooter. Highly recommend it if you played Prey 1 on the 360. Now, I didn't really get too much into this game. It's okay, you know what I mean? But I got it because it was cheap. And it is South Park, The Fractured Butthole. Really didn't get too much into it, but I wanted to add it to my collection because it was cheap. If you're into South Park and you like South Park games and even the episodes that come on TV, check it out. It's not a very bad game. Alright. Now another one I got here, which is pretty decent. It's a deluxe edition, and it is called Extinction for the Xbox One. This is actually a pretty decent game from what I played. You have to cut down these giants and destroy these giants in this fantastic, beautiful world that's in this game. But it's a pretty awesome game if you're into hack and slash adventures. Check out Extinction. Another one I got here that's really good, that I haven't played in a while, that I need to get back to, is Homefront: The Revolution. Pretty decent game. People have mixed reviews about Homefront, but it's not a bad game. You know, from what I played of Homefront, I really liked it. It's a cool shooter. Check it out. Now this one here, I tried to get into it. I got it really, really cheap for like $4 at my local exchange, and it's called World to the West. Now, it's okay. I believe it's an indie game, and it's not bad. I just need to spend more time with this game. You know what I mean? It looks pretty decent. It has pretty good graphics. The mechanics are pretty good in it, so I just need to spend more time with this game and finish it. Now, the next one I got here was also only on Xbox One and PC. Now, this is an early adopted game that came to the original OG Xbox One, and it had a cool game that somebody made on there with Conquer. Okay, now this is Project Spark. Now this had a couple of games on there, I believe, that the developers made on there, but it's pretty cool to actually have in your Xbox One collection. Now the Conquer game on here is pretty decent, and it's pretty cool, so check out Project Spark. You could probably get this for $2-3. Really good game. Very awesome game by Respawn. Awesome game when they showed trailers of this when the Xbox One was fairly new, and everybody knows Titanfall. They got that complete. So if you haven't played it by now, play Titanfall. If you're into mech type games like I am, my favorite all time is Mech Assault, but Titanfall is an also great game to add to your Xbox One collection. Now the next one we have here is a limited edition Far Cry 4, another great game to add to the Xbox One collection. Very awesome graphics, very sandboxy world. It's an awesome game. Everybody's favorite is Far Cry 3, but Far Cry 4 is not a bad game. You can probably get it fairly cheap now, so highly recommend checking that out if you're into the Far Cry series. Now this game here was really cheap. $5 at Five Below. Now the game that I can't remember, the game that was beating this, okay, but it tried to compete with that game, and this is called Battleborn. Now I can't remember the name of the game, guys. You'll have to tell me in the comment sections below. But it tried to compete with that game and it couldn't beat it. My son used to play the game. I just can't think of the game right now. But this is not actually a bad game. You know what I mean? The other game just outshined it and took its shine away. And I don't think people actually gave this game a chance. So give it a chance, guys. It's not bad. Another decent and cool game is Call of Duty Ghosts. I have that added to my collection. Now you can also buy this on the 360. I have both on the 360 and I have the one on the Xbox One because I got it fairly cheap. I've beat this game. It's a pretty decent Call of Duty game. I'm not too much into a lot of Call of Duty games. If they're real cheap, I'll go out and buy them. So I'm not really into Call of Duty, and there's people that are diehard Call of Duty fans that buy it day one, but I'm not. You know, I'll adopt that game later on in my collection when it becomes fairly cheap in the price I want to buy it at. Now I'm just going to show you these both at the same time. I've got both of these for $5 a piece at Five Below, and it's NBA 2K14 and 2K15. So the NBA, the 2K basketball games, in my opinion, are the best if you're into sports games and you like basketball. They are the best at it, you know. Now the next one here, which is a really awesome game, and I've played, it's a good off-road racing game. It's Xbox One X Enhanced, and it is Gravel. It's another awesome game. Check out Gravel. I got it really good for a really good price, so check it out, guys. It's an awesome off-road racing game. If you like dirt, you might like Gravel, so check it out. This one is for the Kinect. It did very, very bad. A lot of people talk about how bad this game is. I didn't think it was that bad when I played it on my Kinect, and it is by Ubisoft, called The Fighter Within. This is a good game to actually work out with, to work your arms and legs if you want to exercise and get some exercising in. This will help you work your arms and legs and give you a little workout with the fighting mechanics in this game. So it is not bad, The Fighter Within. Another cool game that I picked up, it's Xbox One X Enhanced, and it is Crash Bandicoot Team Racing. Pretty awesome game to have on your Xbox One. Graphics are beautiful in this, breathtaking graphics. It's an awesome kart game. If you're into kart racing games, if you haven't picked it up, you should pick it up. It is Crash Bandicoot Kart Racing. And now another good one we have here. Yeah, there's a lot. You know what I mean? So there's not a lot left now in this, but you know, my next one there won't be as much. I don't think so. This is only for the Xbox One. It's a great games to add to your Xbox One collection, with over 30 hit games in one epic collection, and that is the Rare Replay collection. This is a great game that you should add to the Xbox One family if you are a collector. Okay, there's a lot of games in here, a lot of history about Rare that's in this. Awesome Battletoads game in here. You need to add this to your collection right now, even if you get it physically or digitally. There's a lot of games on here, and it's definitely worth the price. So check it out, guys. What we just talked about a little earlier. I picked up Tekken 7 pretty cheap. Now it's a good Tekken 7 is a good fighting game. Don't get me wrong, but it is not the best in my opinion. It just isn't, you know. But it is a good fighting game, and I've played it and beat it, and I like Tekken 7. It's a good fighting game to add to your Xbox One collection. Now my favorite kart racing game is Team Sonic Racing. Another great kart game to add to your Xbox One collection. Sega did a good job with this. The camera's better in this kart racing game. The worlds are more vibrant in color, more crisp. You know what I mean? It is a great game all around, so highly recommend this kart game. Now this is another cool, kind of like racing game. I was not too sure about it, but I wanted to pick it up. It is Ultra 4K HDR Xbox One X Enhanced. This is the Day 1 edition, and this is Onrush. This is another great game to add to your Xbox One collection if you're into racing games like I am. I'm a racing fanatic, and I love racing games, and this is fun, and it's really cool, full of adrenaline when you play this game. Another game that I haven't beaten yet, and I need to beat it, need to play it more, is Far Cry Primal. This was a pretty decent game from what I played. The graphics were pretty good in it, and it is a very good game that I need to finish. So pick up Far Cry Primal if you are into Far Cry series. Add it to your Far Cry series collection on your system. Another great game that people always put down, that people are playing over and over again, it's 4K Ultra HD Xbox One X Enhanced, and it is a first party game, and it is a great game, and people are still playing it today, but still try to find a way to put this game down. But you cannot put this game down because it refuses to be put down, and that is Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is a great game on the Xbox One X. It is a beautiful, beautiful game. It's a lot of fun when you're playing with your friends. It's a fun game to get into, guys. I highly recommend you picking up Sea of Thieves. It's a great game. Now, another one I picked up here by Atari, which is another good game. It is 4K Ultra HD Xbox One Enhanced also, and that is Tempus 4000. Another great game to add to your Xbox One collection. And if you're into old school Tempus games, this is one to pick up, guys. It is an awesome game. Check it out. Another one to also pick up is called Red Out. This is a cool, kind of like a spaceship, like a spaceship kind of racer. This is pretty cool. I highly recommend you picking it up. It's not a bad game. Check it out. Another great game that's an awesome game that people kind of didn't like. You know what I mean? They didn't like some of the things that's in it when it made its comeback, and that is the new Soulcalibur. It is a great game. They could have made the backgrounds a little better, a little more fuller in graphics. You know what I mean? But it is a great game. You need to check that out. Now the next one I got here is Dead Rising 3, which is another great game to pick up. Sorry about that, gamers. A little too much noise out here. You know, I'm outside on my back porch, on my patio. My next door neighbor, he's a good guy. You know, he's cutting his grass. You know what I mean? I had to turn off my central air. It's just too noisy. But we were talking about Dead Rising 3, another game that I added to my Xbox One collection. Now, people love this game better than 4. I love 4, but Dead Rising 3 was a really awesome game, and I highly recommend you picking up if you're into zombie games. Dead Rising 3 is a great game. You won't go wrong with Dead Rising 3. Alright, support your exclusives. I support my exclusives. And the next one I got here, which is a really awesome game in my opinion. Okay, some people don't like it, I like it, and I think they did a great job on it. And it is a console exclusive, like I said, it is Xbox exclusive, and that is ReCore. ReCore is another great game to own for your Xbox One. The graphics are beautiful, it is enhanced, and is an awesome game. Pick it up. It's a very awesome game. You won't go wrong with ReCore. Don't listen to the naysayers out there that never even played it, but just watch gameplay and listen to other, you know, YouTubers out there that don't know what the hell they're talking about because they never played the game. But ReCore is a great game. Check it out. And you can probably get that cheap right now. Now this one here is okay. It is Raid War 2. I picked it up really cheap for $5 at Five Below, I believe. It's not bad. I need to get more into it, you know what I mean? But it's not a bad shooter, but it's an okay shooter, so check out Rad. Now the next one I got here, which everybody loves, I haven't even really scraped the surface on it, and it is The Witcher 3. Very awesome game on the Xbox One X. Beautiful. One of the most beautiful games ever on the Xbox One X, and it's still rated one of the most played games on the Xbox One interface. It is a great game. You guys heard of it. If you haven't played it, you need to play it. Pick up The Witcher 3. Another great game that is beautiful and awesome that is enhanced is Resident Evil Biohazard. Pick up Resident Evil. If you like Resident Evil, it is a great game. Highly recommend it. Next game I picked up real cheap. I was waiting for it to go down. It is the Day 1 edition, and it is the Final Fantasy game. This is a beautiful game. They did a great job with the graphics. There's a lot to do in this Final Fantasy game. It is an awesome game. If you haven't played it, you need to pick it up by what is it, Square Enix, Squaresoft. You need to pick up the Final Fantasy. It is a awesome game. Now this game was okay. You know what I mean? I picked it up cheap. It's called The Troll and I. It's not a bad game at all. Pretty adventurous. I haven't finished it yet, but it's a pretty good looking game for what I've played. And I need to play some of these games more. But you can't go wrong with Troll. You could probably find it for $7 or $8. But it's a pretty good fantasy, kind of like almost a sci-fi-ish game, you know. But it's an awesome game. It's not bad. Now this one is Dragon Age Inquisition. I have it by BioWare. Now I played this a little bit. I picked it up for $4 or $5 a while back. It's not bad with EA. You know what I mean? I haven't finished it, but I plan on going back to some of these games and trying to finish these games, but it's not that bad. So check out Dragon Age Inquisition if you get a chance for your Xbox One. Now that is part 1, guys, of my Xbox One collection. Let me know in the comment sections what you guys have in your Xbox One collection and what you enjoyed so far of your collection. So I will be back with a part 2 video soon, later on in the week. I'm going to do a part 2, but I wanted to show you my part 1 edition of the games that I collect for the Xbox One X physical, and letting you know what I have. I have so many on digital, but I'm a collector, and I've got a pretty good, I think a pretty good collection right now of Xbox One games. So you know I'm a true gamer. I show you what I have. So let me know in the comment sections below what you think about this video, guys. And always thank you for subscribing and watching my channel. I really appreciate you guys. You guys rock. And I have guys out there watching out for me, telling me about certain trolls that are coming into my channel, you know, faking the funk, you know what I mean, acting like they're cool with me and all that, when they can mess up my channel. I'm not going to name him. He's a cool dude. He has his own YouTube channel. He's an awesome brother, but I thanked him for the looking out for me. You know what I mean? He's a true gamer and a collector of Xbox. So maybe I'll tell you who he is later, but I really don't want to tell you right now, because he looks out for people that are true gamers. You know what I mean? Hats off to him. He knows who he is, and he's going to watch this video. You know what I mean? Because he watches all my videos, and I watch his too. You rock, brother, and I want to say thank you very much for what you've done. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace and love. Xbox for life. Sega Man out.